Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is Harry Muppet. Welcome back to another Starcraft 2 Daily Masters. We've got another TvZ for you here today, simply because I don't think we've been doing too many TvZs lately. We did one yesterday, but before that it was all Protoss and all that other sort of crap. So anyway, we're going to do another TvZ, and tomorrow, I don't know what we're going to do. We may just do anything. So let's go ahead and start introducing the players. Down the bottom right side of the map is Mr. Suppy. He is 21 years of age, from the United States, plays for Evil Geniuses, and I don't know that I've cast this guy before. He may be completely new to the Harry Muppet casting arena, and if so, it's going to be very, very interesting to see how he plays against one of the best Terran players out there. It is none other than Mr. Bomber up the top right side of the map. He is 26 years of age, from South Korea, sponsored by Red Bull, and as I mentioned before, he is extremely awesome. So definitely one of the best, and going to be going for extremely fast command center. We saw last game as well, the previous Terran player Select went for extremely fast command center as well, command center into barracks, as this guy appears to be doing, but he's actually using it to form off a wall as well, which gets him a little bit of added protection from 6 pulls and all that other sort of stuff, or maybe a 10 pull. I don't know if it would be fast enough for a 6 pull, but regardless, get that sort of stuff. And looks like Sen was actually watching this, maybe, or maybe there was somebody else, I don't know. But anyway, pretty good stuff. Must have been a pause in this game or something like that. And yeah, so not much else to talk about. Is the problem with talking fast. If you talk too fast at the start of the game, you run out of things to say, because the action does sort of builds up very slowly. So yeah, this is I gotta think of something. I am thinking of doing some more stuff in Starcraft 2, which should be interesting. Like, obviously Daily Masters, I've got the Hairy Bash tournament. I'm thinking of doing some other videos as well, so we'll have to see how it goes. I'm still in the planning stage, so I'm not going to give you too much information, but it's basically just going to be more tutorial based stuff. So I've done the kiting tutorial, I've done the waypoint tutorial. The waypoint tutorial was like years and years ago, man. It was ages ago. So yeah, but some more tutorials, more unit focus, like specific unit focus, than more general stuff. So I'm thinking about that, but I'm still gonna work out the details, plan it, and yeah, we'll see what comes out of that. And Mr. Bomber going for extremely fast economy right here, getting that third base down. He's gonna go through the roof right here. He's also going for a reactor and a factory, getting the basics down, all done very fast, and he's not even trying to hide it right now. So Suppy is going to have no doubt that this third base is coming down. So my guess right now is Suppy is definitely, it would not be a bad idea to go for some sort of early pressure. He's got link speed out. He does have only 2 links, so not a lot, but he can definitely get a lot more. He's going for a third base, which is pretty good. I mean, Zerg, they can still do a lot of pressure off 3 bases. Not as much as off 2 bases, but still pretty good. I guess Suppy is just playing safe, so maybe Bomber knows this about Suppy, that he likes to play safe. Not sure, but for now, Suppy is going to be playing safe, and Bomber is going to be playing extremely macro heavy. And it's basically going to be a death sentence for Suppy unless he does something about it. And the only 2 things he can do is do some fast pressure on Bomber, or go for fast economy himself. And that means he 100% needs to start building a 4th base in the next minute or 2. If he leaves it for any longer than that, then he is going to be starting to get screwed. But on the other hand, he's got Hellions coming down, he's got Banshees coming down, so trying to build a 4th base while you've got Hellions and Banshees knocking down your door is going to be painful. And I gotta say, Bomber, you are a crazy bastard right here. He's doing so many good things, and it looks like he wants to take this game out nice and early. So you got the Hellions coming out. Just this production, if you just watch what he produces right here, it's phenomenal. I mean, getting the 3rd base out, getting 3 workers at a time, and still with Hellions and bloody whatchamacallits, these guys, whatever they're called, Banshees. That's crazy, man. And he's going to be able to do a ton of stuff right here. So he's only got one of those guys. But, yeah. Should still be able to do stuff. We do have a bunch of lings out from Suppy with speed. They're going to be able to hold off quite nicely. But, unfortunately for them, the Banshee is not going to be warded away. So, yeah, the Queen going to be helping out here. And Suppy not quite. Together with his queens, he needs to bump up about 3 or 4 of the damn things. Start focusing down that Banshee. Banshee is sort of jerking away, but is going to run into a bit of trouble. Gets half his health taken out. And Suppy so far is holding on. Doing a pretty good job, but still, as we said, next minute or so we need to see a 4th base. Otherwise, Suppy is going down in the long term. He cannot, absolutely cannot survive. Although the 3rd base is coming out now. And the damage has been partly done. Look at this beautifully timed attack by Suppy right here. Absolutely beautifully timed. He's going to get... There is a bunker right here, which is having a bit of troubles dealing with. But his lings are in the worker line, killing not really much, to be honest. He didn't actually do a lot there. He got trapped up in this top side, and he couldn't kill the workers, and the bunker was just absolutely owning his forces all over the place. But he is going to get a bunch of lings over there. Again, not really going to do too much. Suppy needs to have something a little bit more solid, I think. Like, Bomber's just going ahead really, really fast and doing very, very well defensively, and Suppy just needs something a little bit more robust than lings to start putting a dent in this very, very scary amount of macro that's coming up. We can see so Suppy has been doing some great stuff there. Look at that worker number, 78 over 59. So he has been doing a phenomenal amount of stuff, and now he is getting his tech up. So, yeah, okay. He's set himself up very nicely. He's got the 4th base very nicely. So he's doing exactly what I said. And he's got the workers up. Now he just needs to get a massive amount of army. Move out there, get some stuff. But we can see he's already got 1-1. Getting 2-2 just started. Bomber just about to finish 1-1. So I'm starting to get a little bit more respect from Suppy. I thought he was going to get steamrolled when I saw that 3rd base going down. And he wasn't really getting his own 4th base. But he's starting to look very, very strong. I hadn't realized the worker numbers had been getting that high for Suppy, but they are that high, and now he's got the macro to make some serious shit happen. Now the question is, can he actually go out and make that stuff happen? And we are going to be answered in the next few minutes. Bomber moving out with a ton of Marines and Hellions. We only got 6 Banelings for Suppy, and they do not have speed. So Baneling's speed is coming up, but it's not quite done yet. Knocking back some creep. How many lings do we have? Only 20? So Suppy's still trying to get that army together. He's not quite got away from the macro period. Oh man, does Bomber know about this base? I feel like he does. But at the same time, oh man, Suppy, weak. That is so weak. You got to send more than that. Maybe he was hoping this base was undefended, but apparently that hope was not very much founded. Look at the Bailey's coming in. Bomber lifts it straight into the medevac, gets out of there. A lot of Marines do go down, which is very nice. So Bomber scooped up half of them, but the other half just stood still like little dumbasses and did get owned by the Banelings. So pretty great stuff there by Suppy, managing to hold this off, but he's got to make something a little bit more hectic happen here, and he really, really needs to get that macro into motion here. So this high ground is a beautiful place for Bomber to sort of sit back. He's cannot be hurt by the lings and the Banelings there. They have to go around the long way, and the Mutas do not have enough power to go in and destroy the medevacs without risking the Marines' wrath. So here we go. We're on the ground. We're on even footing right there, and Suppy backing off wants to go on the high ground, wants to wait for them to move in a little bit closer to go for the hatchery before he takes them out. It's a nice move, and here he goes. The Banelings right in the middle. Bomber had a beautiful split right here, and the Banelings didn't get near any forces. They were just like, you know, beautiful concave around the entry position, and yeah, really, really great stuff. More Marines coming in. The Lings are going to try and take out. The Mutas are attacking, but there are not nearly enough Mutas to make something happen here. Suppy building a ton of Lings, but the Terran macro cannon has started. It's shooting Marines and Marauders all over the map, 15 Marines at once, and Suppy is just going further and further downhill, trying to hit in the middle to try and pick up some reinforcements, but even this small group of reinforcements doing a ton of work on the Mutas. We have a look at the upgrades. We've got 1-1, 2-2 halfway down. We've got 2-2 for Suppy, but he just does not have the forces to throw at this incredible macro bundle. He needs a massive amount of Banelings. He needs to roll in there and get some perfect hits. And I don't think it's going to happen. I think the Bomber is just going to keep pushing in and is going to take this out. And I don't think it can be stopped. We're 63 under 71. It's more than enough for Bomber's needs right now. He may wait for level 2 before he pushes in for the death push, but it's going to be very, very, very close. And I think as soon as this 2-2 comes up, Bomber is just going to absolutely annihilate everything. And we will see. I mean, he's maxed out right now. Army-wise, he's 134 over 88. So completely maxed out his army. Suppy trying to get as much as he can. 31 Bailey's is a very, very decent amount. But they've got to hit their targets. Here we go, moving in. These guys are so spread out. Just spread out absolutely everywhere. And the Marauders out the front. The Bailey's actually hiding back in this base. Hoping to clump it back together. They're clumped up. Now the Bailey's are going to move out. Bomber doing the splits once again. The Bailey's are finding some very, very nice targets. Really knocking back a ton of Bomber's forces. But it's just not enough. There's still this group here. And I mean, that's like a third of Bomber's army like 2 minutes ago. Like 30 seconds ago. He had a massive amount. He lost a massive amount, but he still had enough to keep moving on. And Suppy just had nothing left. He threw everything he had. And he killed a ton. But in the end, it just wasn't enough. And Bomber taking the victory in this game. So great stuff there. And Suppy, I gotta say, very impressed with his play. Even though he lost, he did a very, very good job against Bomber. Got that early macro up to a phenomenal pace with only 3 bases. Well, with 3 bases, which is a decent amount. And yeah, definitely did a pretty good job. But once Bomber got the macro cannon going, just shooting units everywhere, it's very, very hard to stop. I mean, the best Zerg in the world have problems with Bomber shooting units out that fast. So Suppy, yeah. But anyway, thank you very much for watching this game, and I will catch you guys tomorrow for another one. So stay tuned for that.